Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is my August bullet journal setup. This month I've decided to go with a mirrorball theme to go with my folklore month. If you're not following my monthly setups, I'm doing a year of eras, which just means every month I'm picking a different era and I'm going in order. And I'm making a setup inspired by that. So this month is folklore, and folklore used to be an album that I didn't really like, but around 1 year ago I re-listened to it and I found that I actually like a lot of the songs off of folklore. So now it's actually in my top 5. I'm pretty sure it's number 4, maybe 5, I'm not sure, one of those, 4 or 5. But this month I've decided to go with a mirrorball theme because one of my favorite songs on folklore is called Mirrorball. And there's actually a song on folklore called August, which means this lines up really well. And I took inspiration from this, or for this, from Pinterest, and I'm sure if you search up disco ball or mirrorball or folklore theme, you can find any reference pictures. I don't still have the one that I use downloaded, but I'm sure you can find a similar one very easily. But I am using my stamps for this theme because they kind of look like the folklore font. So I decided to use them for all the headers. And right now I have just finished my habits and my goals. I left a few of the boxes not penciled in or like colored over because I'm not sure how many goals I have, but now I am just going over my drawings and then I will color them in. Most of them honestly turned out a bit lopsided, but that's okay. To do the other way, I spun my journal. I don't know what I'm saying, honestly. But I think they turned out pretty good, and I mean, honestly, I wasn't gonna do better. So, you get what you get, and you don't get upset. The only problem with this ink is it takes a while to dry, so I had to wait a bit for the ink to dry, and it's still kind of smudged a bit, so the cover page and the headings on my goals and habits page are kind of smudged and a little bit ugly, but that's okay, because sometimes that happens. Anyway, then I did the mirrorball strings, and the top one kind of looks like it has 2 strings, but you know what, that's okay. And then I did the colors. I colored in a few of the boxes on the mirror balls with the lighter gray, and then after that I did some in the darker gray. And for the darker gray, I did go over it a couple times just so it was like more pronounced, because like there was a difference, but I wanted there to be a bit more of a difference than there ended up being. So I colored over the darker ones again. Then, once I felt safe to flip the page, it was time to do my calendar. So this time, I stamped August again as the title, and I tried to make it a bit more spaced out so it took up more space, because I didn't have enough room to draw another mirrorball. And I did leave room on the side for a quote, but I'm actually getting in new stamps from Amazon, but by the time I was making this video, they hadn't come in yet, so I wasn't able to do most of my headings. And I also wasn't able to put in the numbers into my calendar, so it looks a little weird right now, but I am going to go back through and put in all the numbers with my new stamps, so it won't look like that forever. Then it was time to move on to my gratitude page after I made sure that my heading was dry. I'm sure it wasn't, but whatever. So again, stamping the heading, and I'm using these stamps for all the main headings, and then the reason that I'm not stamping the Sunday, Monday headings is because my new set comes with lowercase letters, so I'm going to stamp those with the lowercase letters. And the numbers on the calendar, my new set comes with numbers, so I'm going to obviously stamp those with the new set. And I did just write these ones because the new stamps will be too big for the spaces. So my gratitude page was pretty simple. It always is. And now we're moving on to my first weekly spread. I always do the same format for this, just 7 days and then some sort of drawing where I put the week number. And yeah, I like to have a pretty simple setup because then it's easy for me to replicate it throughout the month, especially during weeks where I don't feel like doing much. Yeah, so I drew a little mini one. This one's very wonky, but just ignore that. And then I erased it as best I could and, filled in all the headings. Yeah, but this month I'm looking forward to going on vacation. The day I'm recording this, we're actually heading out later this week. Well, I guess kind of in a week. But yeah, then I went back and added the headings under my habits, and now it's time for a flip through. I think this theme turned out really cute. I like the mirrorball theme, and I'm really excited to obviously finish this up. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and make sure you like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want. And I'll see you next week, or I guess on Wednesday. Bye!